Alright, listen.
We're live. We're live. Okay, we're live. We're live.
Hello.
Uh, yeah. Give me a second.
Alright, so, are we live?
We are live right now. Yep.
Alright, well, welcome to the first episode of the Etc. podcast. Uh, this is our first episode, and right now there is no clear charted
I think
course.
you already said that, William.
Okay, well, yeah. No, you're right. Thank you, Genaro.
Yeah, I know I'm right. My name's Genaro. That guy with the ugly hat, yeah, his name is Ariel.
I can do my own introduction. Thank
Oh
you.
my god.
The guy with the purple headset, that's Dick Danny. And William, he already introduced himself because he thinks he's all that, you know.
Hey, you know what they say?
No, I don't know what this is.
What do they say, bro?
They say something. I don't. Let's move on.
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. So today we're going to be talking about past. Well, first of all, we're going to be targeting the idea of love. What do you guys think love is? Uh, we're going to be talking.
Right.
We're doing some deep religious talk right here, like, you know.
Yes, solipsis.
No, for sure. We're going to be
Yeah.
talking about
Solipsism.
what love is, religion, things that are really philosophical. But today we're going to be talking about love, what we think it is, what we think it means, and we could even talk about our astrology signs, how we think it might, how some of us might think it's pseudoscience, how some of us might actually believe in it, and how we could look at our past relationships, or maybe even past people we might have had interest in, and maybe look at their qualities and compare them to our qualities. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So I guess I could kind of start this. What do you guys think love is? Like, what is it to you?
It's the you know, it's when it's like a welcoming feeling, right? You know what I'm saying? It's that feeling of attachment, of finding someone that you can be comfortable with,
Okay.
and
I think we have to specify.
Yeah. There's many different types of
is
love.
it familial?
Wait,
Is
you
it
think
familial?
No, all generally, bro.
So you're saying there's many different
Straight
types
up
of love?
relationship or straight
Oh,
up
relationship.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Like
somebody take it away. Somebody take it away. I'm listening.
Genaro?
I think love is being able to be yourself with someone and let them be themselves with you. And how to find love, I don't know. No one knows, I don't think. I don't even know if everyone, well, I'm sure not a lot of people know what love really is because, I mean, especially us, we're at this age where like we have our whole lives ahead of us. So our definition of love doesn't like, not that it doesn't matter, but it's not at like this some old couple, you know, like you ever
Like,
see
it's
those
not
old
complete
couples and
yet.
shit, you know, they know what love is. Like, I mean, some of them don't. You got those cranky old couples, you know, but
Maybe the definition of love is ever changing throughout your life. You know, as you continue to life,
Dude,
you change your own definition of it.
I like that perspective, but I have an idea of what I think it means. I think people often get love confused because when you think of love, sometimes you only imagine yourself loving someone else, and if not loving somebody else, maybe being loved by somebody else. So a lot of the time it might be one-sided. Also, like a lot of the time, it's you know how people say like I fall in love, like oh I fell in love with her. Like there's a big difference between falling in love with somebody and loving somebody and being in love with them. So that's also like another misconception that I want to bring up. And lastly, people think of love as a kind of like an object that you can acquire, right? Like oh like I want love, and but I think love is more so an activity, more so like something you do every day. It's not something you can just like acquire. You know, you can't buy love. But to me, I think overall, I think love is kind of like taking a risk with somebody else. You know, it's like taking a risk to be vulnerable and taking a risk to be improve each other. It's kind of like what Genaro said. Like you want to be able to be with this other person, be vulnerable to this other person, but also be willing to improve as a couple. And I think when you love somebody, you not only respect their boundaries, you care for them, you are responsible, you want to know about them, you want to see them grow. So I think what love is. That's what love is.
I definitely agree. Like,
Yeah.
what is love without vulnerability?
Hmm.
What is love without like,
Change
yeah,
is
like,
a big factor
yeah,
too.
change.
Growing
How about
together.
you, Ariel? You're the expert. You're the one who's been in the longest relationship here.
That is
What do
true,
you
Ariel. You
think?
are, yeah, you
I
know.
What
have
do
to
you
say,
think?
yes, I have been in a long relationship. It's been many ups and downs, but I do like the idea that love actually, like, your partner actually pushes you to change and stuff like that, and you guys grow together. And I do like that idea. I've been through some crazy stuff with my girlfriend. You guys know that, but in the end, I still love her, and I feel like even if the worst things can happen, we can get through it together as long as we grow, we change,
But
we mature.
when like I like that you brought up like the ups and downs and that like if she does something like you still love her. That like I feel like that brings up the question, where is the limit?
No, I mean,
Like
of course, there's a limit.
what is yeah, but like a lot of people, especially nowadays, like me too, I do this too. I don't know about you guys, but like I compare myself to people all the time, and like social media is this like huge wave of like low self-esteem and stuff like that. And like when you don't love yourself, you accept the love that you can get. And if someone is loving you or is doing something that you perceive as love and they make you want to believe is love, like how do you like step up and like confront this person that what they're giving you isn't love? Is it because that's what you think that you deserve?
So you're bringing up the whole like quote from Perks of Being a Wallflower, like you deserve the love you accept the love you think you deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you
I
saying
mean, but
what do you mean by the limit? What, a limit of when you call it off or something? Like
I
when you
mean
try to
like
confront the situation and try to fix it.
so what Jordany said, you accept the love that you feel like you deserve, but you know, not everyone's definition of love is the same, but I feel like there's some things that should be the same. Like for if one person is telling you that they love you and then they do like I don't know, they cheat on you or whatever. They do something really bad and then they're like, "But I still love you." Like,
Well,
you, do you think that they still love you?
yeah, like,
Like, are you letting yourself be manipulated into thinking that they still love you? And is that because you don't love yourself?
I actually I was reading this book from this like German psychologist. His name is like Eric Fromm. He's German. It's always a German, man. It's always a German. It's like something I don't know. It's always a German. So and like they used to have
Always the
boundaries
Eastern
though.
Europeans.
Always an Eastern European. It's not German. It has to be like Russian or something, or like Swiss. But no, his book like he talked about like his book is called the one that I read, the art of love, and he had like four foundations, and like those four foundations are like the boundaries that you set. Um, so you mentioned like if somebody cheats on you, do they really love you? And that's one of his points is care. Like if you say that you love a plant but you don't water the plant, do you really care about that plant? So like you have to care. So in that sense, caring is one of the boundaries. Another one of the boundaries that he put for that book was self care. It's kind of like responsibility. So like if you don't know what you want, then it's pretty hard to love somebody, right? We can all agree on that, right? Yeah.
I think it's like really hard for people to get into relationships, especially when they don't love themselves, because, like I said, it can easily be a toxic relationship. Like you are, you're accepting the love that you think you deserve, even though you deserve so much more. And you don't know that because you don't love yourself. And I think that's like I think that's like one of the biggest issues with like relationships nowadays, that like people don't prioritize loving themselves.
What do you think is the reason for that?
Yeah, what do you think is the reason for that?
What causes this like self disconnect?
Yeah, like also by the way, before you say anything, in the book he mentioned how like loving and being in love is literally one of the most rewarding things anybody could do. But in today's society, nobody like fights for that. So what do you think that
Yes.
is? What do you think that is?
Like in today's society, like there's a lot of things that contribute to it, like people being more open about like mental illness. Like that's one thing, because okay, let's say a person like has a mental illness and knows that they have a mental illness, but like there's still that like stigma, and they're like, oh, do I not deserve stuff that normal people deserve? And like social media, people compare themselves to societal standards of what is called beauty, and like just there's so many factors, and like friends, who you surround yourself with. Do you surround yourself with like a hype man, like
Hype man.
somebody that's like, oh damn, like you look so good in those shoes, like I love you, I
Bro,
Yeah.
love your bucket
I'm
hat,
low key a
Ariel.
hype man, not gonna lie.
Love that bucket hat. I
Thank you,
love
thank
that
you, thank
necklace.
you.
I love that necklace, Jordany.
Oh,
No, thank you,
Love
bro.
that
thank you.
shirt,
Yo,
Romero.
Ariel, I
So
love your
something
hat,
like
man.
that.
I
There you
love your
go.
hat.
Yes, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Or are you surrounding yourself with someone that's
Like a
that
pessimist.
doesn't like, not just doesn't make those comments, but like even worse, like sometimes they're like, oh, I don't like how that looks on you, maybe you should change that. And you
Damn.
see that a lot in um like girls, like they like, well, this is like a stereotype, but they do talk shit behind each other. I know that they talk shit
No, it's
behind
true,
each other.
man. It's true.
It's
It's
like,
true.
Oh
yeah,
man.
I
No,
mean,
I know that too.
Yeah,
I
it's true.
mean, we all talk shit behind each other, like everyone, not just me.
Hey,
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a universal thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
basically.
like
Everyone talks shit about someone at some point.
I talk shit about like my friends, but like I also tell them to their face. So
That's like the
honest,
difference
honest.
Balances out.
yeah,
behind
yeah,
your
yeah.
back or to your face.
But yeah, like people like that like always want to bring you down. Like you can't surround yourself with people like that. And I feel like people that do that are also the direct result of not loving themselves. And it's just a cycle. Like the people who don't love themselves make other people not want to love themselves.
Yep, I feel you.
But
What about you mentioned society and like comparing yourself to other people? Do you think the idea of unattainable beauty is a thing? Like there's some people that no matter what you do, you will never look like them. Right? Like it's true though, right? No? Like there's some that type of beauty that's like you don't see that on a daily like basis. And
Yeah,
it's like it's illogical to compare yourself to somebody that looks like that.
but there's a difference between like, so I say this to my girlfriend all the time. I tell her that she's beautiful, but I don't just talk about like the way that she looks, because for a lot of people, beauty is like, oh wow, she's so attractive, or he's so attractive. But that's not the only like, that's not it. There's so much more to a person that makes them beautiful. The way they think, the way they talk, the way they act. So like when I said like society standards of beauty, I meant like what people are most attracted to, and what even is that, like there's no basis. When your basis on a relationship is because, oh, they're hot, that is no basis for a relationship. That
No.
relationship is fake. If it's based on attraction, it's fake.
Do you remember when I said that like being in a relationship in the beginning, which when we were talking about love, like loving somebody is kind of taking a risk. So you know like how you said that like a relationship that starts off of attraction, only attraction, like purely attraction, is pretty much like doomed from the beginning. So like yeah, think about it. Like I feel like uh, a strong relationship that is that's like it's not I like her, it's not I like him, it's not I like them, it's not. It's more so like when you love somebody, I feel like it's a decision that you're making, right? Like I feel like loving somebody is a decision. Like you don't just wake up one day and say like, oh, I love this, I love that. I feel like you decide,
Yeah,
right? Like you decide to love somebody.
It's like
because
a commitment, right? A
It's that
time
commitment. Yeah, it
investment,
really is
yeah,
a commitment.
effort
Yeah,
investment.
it is an
You literally
investment.
give
Yeah,
you give someone essentially your time, right? Your life.
your life. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I don't feel like it's deciding, but it's more like you want to, right? You actually want to give
dude.
this
But
person and
I feel like at some point,
want to give.
wanting is not enough, man. Because like
Yeah,
that's
and
gonna
if
be
you think
base.
about, yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
gonna be
almost
base.
like
You
a
don't want to be with.
societal construct to maintain too, because you can't say you love someone and then you do stuff that shows like what other perceive is essentially you not loving them, right? You have to, if you're gonna commit to loving somebody, you're gonna have to like there's like a social quota you gotta follow, like a set of
Yeah,
rules. I mean,
Hmm.
obviously everyone has their own definition of love, but as Jordany said, there are basic foundations, and yeah, it is a time investment.
yeah.
like I'm sure if I think all of you guys have been in relationships.
Yeah, all of us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so we've all been in relationships, and I hope we all remember the moment that we decided to say, I love you, or I love you too. Because when when you decide to say that, like in your brain, you made that decision.
It was
You
a.
said,
Mhm.
in your brain, you said, this person has done things intentionally and unintentionally that has made me like love them, want to be with them, like want to share my experiences with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is a decision, and it's a big decision. And like Ariel said, that it's about wanting to love, and I feel like that's a dangerous thing, wanting to love
Oh yeah,
someone.
that is really
Yeah.
dangerous.
That's a
Okay,
dangerous.
maybe I missed. Maybe not worded it correctly.
Yeah, because when you want to love someone, like it's like I said before, when you want to love someone, it's so easy to let yourself like be trapped into one of those situations where like I want to love this person, and then you end up loving that person, and then you're like, I don't want to love this person anymore because this person doesn't really love me. It's so easy to get in those situations.
Now that you brought that up, I have a question for all of you guys. Have you guys ever been in love with the idea of someone, not the person?
You mean
Yes.
like what do you mean like as
The
a
you're in
the
love with
idea of
you're in love with the idea of being with this
like you
particular
create your
person.
own image of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that ever
So
happened to you?
my in my past relationship, well, in past relationships, I've dated people who are like similar to me because that's kind of like the people that I attract, people who are similar to me. I know that some people attract people who are opposite of them, but my last relationship, I was in a relationship with someone who was my complete opposite. And in my brain, she was happy, she was quiet, she was like, um, she was like she was completely opposite. But that in my brain, she was the opposite of me. But and then in real life, she wasn't the opposite of me. And like I kind of like I fell in love with her being the opposite of me, not actually like not her, you know,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
because I had just always been surrounded by people who are kind of like me, like resemble or match my personality well, you know.
Dude, that is
So I wanted to try something out, and I just like I loved the idea of being with someone who was not like me at all, because that's something that I'd never experienced before.
Yeah, and I feel like Genaro made a very good point when he said that just because you want to love someone, you kind of like force it, or like you start to make reasons to love someone without them being there.
Yeah.
And I can't say like in a previous relationship, the whole image, being in love with the image of someone, uh, I have done that, like in a way, in order to want to be in love, because people say, oh, it's good to be in love, and you want to be in love, you want to make those reasons no matter what, but then eventually you come to find that the image in your head is nowhere near the person as you get to know them more and more, and then
Yeah.
you start to realize, is this love or is this like a really how do I
Is this
say
me
it?
wanting love?
Yeah, it's just all in my
Right.
head.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to what I was saying, maybe I didn't mean to say want to love. It was more like wanting to do things for them, or like actually doing things for them unintentionally. You don't even realize basically doing things for them and you don't realize it. And guess you get what I mean here. So it's not more like wanting to love. It's more you
Not like
actually want to
in
do
an
this
emotional way,
in a,
right?
in a
Instead of being so pragmatic and being like, oh, I made the decision to love this person. You want to be in it emotionally? Is that what you meant? Or
okay. No.
I think he means it more so in like I think he means it more so like in a subconscious way.
Subconsciously, thank you.
More so
Yeah.
like he does things for her without even thinking about it. So
There
kind
you
of
go.
like
Thank you.
intuitive, right? Intuitive love.
yeah,
Yes.
I guess that's a better
Yeah,
way to put it. Intuitive.
Yeah.
that's how he wants. Yeah. So now that we're talking about like love and total opposites and things like that, what do you guys think of astrology and like astrology signs? Do you guys like think it's all fake or do you believe in it?
Well, I never really understood the reason why. Maybe this is a stereotype, but when people first meet somebody, it's how there's like there are those who kind of instantly look for compatibility,
Yeah.
right? That's what it's called between those signs.
For with the astrology, I find it kind of like a little bit. I don't believe in it too much
You don't believe
actually,
in it? Hmm.
I feel
because
like it.
sure, right, sure, you
Yeah.
can read like what are some signs saying like some of these traits like actually these people have, but my girlfriend, right? She has heavy faith in like astrology and stuff like that. She is I believe she is what's the one in August, bro? September?
Oh
August.
no!
No,
Come on.
September.
She's a Virgo. She's a
Cancer.
Virgo, man. She's a
Virgo. Thank
Virgo.
you,
Virgo.
Virgo. I
Oh,
forget because I don't keep track of that.
mhm.
But she studied that a lot, and I feel like she more kind of made herself be more of the astrology instead of being herself.
Oh.
You know, because she studies that stuff a lot. She actually likes that idea. And I feel like over time, as the more she like actually looked at that stuff, more she kind of made herself kind of be like that. And I didn't like that, and I kind of told her about that. And I feel like you can be whoever you want. You can have traits from wherever, all over the place. You can be a Leo, but you can have traits from a Cancer. You know what I mean? So I don't really believe in that stuff. Okay.
You 100% describe me because, okay, I don't believe in it per se, but like there's some coincidence. Like there's this thing called a natal chart, and like I've read my whole entire report, and like basically everything is a general statement, but there's so many general statements that like they choose which one to give to you, and like sometimes you get the same statement as someone else, and sometimes you get a different one with someone else. So like I'm a Leo, born in July. I'm a July Leo, and I'm a Cancer moon. So that means that like I'm really, what's the word, narcissistic, but I'm also very emotional, and that is my personality. Like that's my personality. I can tell you right now that that's the most accurate thing I've heard. But like some of the readings or whatever you call them, like they calculate where Saturn was in the sky, and they're like, oh, Saturn was here, so that means you're like this. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of dumb, but sometimes it's actually accurate. I don't believe in it, but like if something keeps on popping up, I'm like, okay, maybe Geminis are ugly.
Wow.
I say
That's crazy,
I'd say it's
bro.
more
You're throwing
coincidences
bullets
though.
right now, man. You're throwing bullets.
Yeah, but like how many coincidences until it's
You know
not
who's a
really
Gemini? You know
coincidences
Djokovic is a
anymore?
But
Gemini.
isn't that like the whole thing with the general statements, right?
That was
Like
a Gemini.
Yeah,
it,
Exactly,
so
it makes
general.
you.
yeah,
It's like,
no, yeah, okay, so like it's like a bunch of different like okay, so there's where was your sun, your moon, and then there's like Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, right? That was so out of order. But like they tell you where all of these things were in the sky, and for some people they're in the same place. So like my Saturn could have been in the same place as Ariel Saturn. So we would have the same general statement for Saturn, but my Neptune would be in a different place than his Neptune. So our statement for Neptune would be completely different. So they base it on where stuff was in the sky the moment you were born. That's why there's general statements, because sometimes something is in the sky in the same position as someone else.
okay, but like, why do people read it? Is it just to like feel that sense of gratification when it does match? Like, is there any sort of basis behind this? Like,
Honestly, the psychology of astrology is like
It's
I
pseudoscience.
think it's weird.
Yeah,
It's
it
weird.
has not been like it's not backed by science.
I don't get it myself. I
The
tried
wait, so
to.
Babylonians.
Jordany, you're a fan of like
Well,
astronomy, right? Like you
yeah, I like
did the
astronomy,
physics
but
part.
Yeah,
so it's like
Do
astrology.
you think that like celestial bodies has anything to do with the way people are?
well,
You
man, I
know?
asked somebody really like ignorant, and all they said was, "Bro, do you really think planets care about your feelings?" So my answer
Oh
is
wow.
no. Planets don't care about your feelings, and like to give you like a
You know
little
what?
historical like background, I think the Babylonians were the ones like started talking about astrology signs, and they kind of just like chose animals, and then that was it. Like there's no like
Yeah.
there's no science to that. It just so happens.
Doesn't Chinese New Year do the same thing? Like they give you an animal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The Mayans did that too.
and like your qualities relate to the animal, I guess. Just like your
But
planet
like,
relates to your qualities.
okay, so let's say the planets do care about your feelings. Because okay, wait, just hear me out, hear me out.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. I'm
He's
listening.
giving us a
I'm
condition,
listening.
brother.
I want to hear
I
this.
don't believe I
Assume
don't
the
believe in a
condition.
show. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm playing
Go
I
devil's
ahead.
advocate.
let's hear it.
So, do you guys believe that everything happens for a reason?
No,
No?
I think some things just randomly
See
happen.
now that kind of blends into
Mm,
religion if you think
yeah,
about it.
yeah, but let's not go into religion. Do you think that do you think that everything happens for a reason, or do you think that something that happened was already planned to happen? Like, do you guys believe in fate?
No,
Mm, I
It's
don't
very
know about
difficult.
that. Like
I kind of
every
don't.
little detail
no,
is
not really.
pre-planned.
No.
No.
Some of the people I've met, I don't think I could have met without doing things on my own. Like
Like I do feel like there's a little bit of like unpredictable, like yeah, unpredictability to
So
everything.
I do believe in fate, and I believe that choices are illusions. I know
well,
that not a lot of people are fans of that, but where this is all going to is that like the little things could have a big effect, like the whole butterfly um, effect. Like,
Okay.
what if the sun in this position does have an effect on someone when they're born? What if the sun
I
the
mean,
moon in this position does have an effect on
But
aside,
someone?
how? Is it like
aside from a lack
radiation?
of vitamin
Is
D,
there
I couldn't see it.
is there
I don't know.
radiation
I
or
don't know.
something? Like I mean, if you think about it, in maybe some weird way, like with like that little minute sense of gravity or radiation from the sun,
Yeah,
like have changed your psychology, your brain, like, chemistry
because
or something.
you're like
It's
your
possible. Yeah.
body is so sensitive. Like our body is so sensitive, especially to a lot of small things. Not that we feel like we don't feel the magnetic force right now. Like we don't feel the North and South Pole, but like what if there was What if there was like a huge magnet next to us when we were born? Will that make us into a psychopath compared
You have
to
a
someone
point.
You
else?
know,
Probably
Like,
not.
we technically can't prove him wrong because I mean, consciousness. Humans still haven't been able to explain consciousness. Sure, we know how the
Yeah.
brain
I mean-
works, but it's like the brain trying to solve itself. So it's not like we have all the answers to why people are the way they are.
I have to admit, it's like when the weather changes, I feel like it does kind of change how I feel sometimes. You know, when it's gloomy outside, it kind of makes me a little like say depressed, but a little bit
Yeah, but I
down.
mean, that goes into like people deciding that when it's raining it's gloomy because you've heard that since
Exactly.
you were a child. So
Yeah.
you were wired to think that as soon as it's raining, oh, sadness.
Sadness.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and then you have like your senses in play too. So
Yeah.
it's not like planets. You know what I'm saying?
Trying
Yeah,
to
man. I mean, so now that we're talking about this, you guys you want me to like share your signs, and then we could like talk about like. And already said that your signs really
Right.
really describe you, so we could like go through that and maybe like compare your sign to the signs of your partner.
Let's
and
use
then
the same
see.
source. What's your source for
My source is
Capricorn?
astrology.com.
Astrology.
It's so credible.
I love it, bro. I
It's
love
so
it.
credible.
It
But
works
I'll
for
show you. I'll
me.
show you.
No, you guys have to use a better source. I'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah, and then we'll use that source to search up each
It's
of
an
our.
in-depth
Wait,
description.
really? This one is not like good enough?
No.
I don't know.
I feel like it's very superficial. It's like for your daily Google search.
Yeah, it's like
No, I
Google
mean it does
search.
compatibility though, so I guess that's cool.
Would you, if you found out your partner was incompatible, would you leave them?
No,
No.
no,
No.
bro.
So dumb.
Hell
So
no.
then at that point you're basically
It's
I
called
mean-
cafe. It's called cafe astrology.
cafe
Astrology.
astrology.
And then
Alright,
go
just
to
share an Instagram.
natal report or like natal. Natal chart report.
Yeah, live.
Where do I see that? Is this the right website?
Yeah.
Free natal chart report.
Do you know where I click? Because I don't
Press
see it.
Control F, and type prenatal.
I guess I'll just look it up.
So basically, asks you your birthday, the exact time, and where.
Okay.
Yeah. So while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna read mine.
Okay.
For sure.
So my sun is in Leo. So what does that mean? To be honest, I have no idea. It says that I'm a dignified and noble person, and I have a reputation of being conceited,
Conceded.
and that I do feel important, but it generally takes the form of wanting to change the world in some way. That's why I want to be a really sexy surgeon, because save the world, right? And then my moon, I know, is in Cancer, which means I'm a crybaby, apparently.
Don't say that. I mean, I know some cancers that are like really tough, bro. Like.
But your moon is in Cancer. That's
Oh,
different.
oh,
Your moon is in Cancer. That means you're a crybaby.
Damn. Well, there goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I have a large potential to get in touch with my feelings and moods more than others.
Really?
So that's what that means.
Well, I'm almost done with mine.
Kind of makes
For your
sense.
name,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
use your first and last? Just your first?
No, it doesn't matter. They just like want your name to refer to you as your name in the chart. Doesn't matter.
So you feel like that's an almost direct reflection of who you are?
Yeah, because I know that I feel self-important sometimes. Um, and I also am a crybaby. Yeah, I think that well, those two. Everything else is kind of.
Oh, well, look at this. So I'm a Gemini, right? My sun is a Gemini. Uh, my moon is in Aries, which is kind of
Scroll
weird.
downward,
How do you
like
change the
what
time
does it
zone?
mean?
Okay.
What about you, Ariel?
Check it.
What?
Do you change the time zone? Does it matter?
Oh, well, look at this. Look at this. It says that the urge for self-expression is strong. Uh, Look at this. These often interested in collecting information as like sharing it and curious to a fault and have a finger in every pie. That's interesting. Look
Does
at that.
that sound like you?
Flexible, changeable, adapt quickly, uh, gains friends and social contacts really quickly. Just
Hey, check this out.
quite clever and witty,
Are
intellectual,
we being
likes
converted?
conversations, and it's easily bored, and likes mentally simulating situations.
I think
Uh,
that sounds like you.
can easily adopt the moods of those around him. I guess me. Friends to all people, uh, not easily intimidated, very objective and observant, uh, difficult to get close to. They have many friends, but intimacy doesn't come close. Intimacy like takes a while. It's not easy. Um, Often very impassionate and scattered, nervous, uh, intuitive, loyal, and I like to keep secrets.
Man, this
That's
is, I'm not
interesting.
gonna lie to you. Now that I'm reading all this, yes, I can say that some of them do feel right, but isn't that what a psychic does? Like, it's almost like it's leading you on. It's like a big paragraph of a bunch of general statements,
It's like
and
buying
Yeah, but
at least one of those has to, reflect
it's
with you,
buying your
right?
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you know, you know what I'm saying?
Wait. So
But
so
like,
now.
it's weird when all of those things make sense, you know? Because like when Jordany was reading that, I'm like, yeah, yep. There's like a couple of things that I was like, but like most of them, I was like, yeah, that sounds like Jordany.
Yo, how do I do this?
I just explained it.
No,
He says I was
I
very
know, bro. I wasn't
likely
there.
easy to be
Wait. So okay.
reasoned with.
So let's find like our quote unquote compatible partners or compatible signs. Do you know what yours are?
Wait, William, you go first.
You go
Oh
first.
shoot, this is
How do you go to that? Is it on the
No,
same
no, no, no,
website?
no, no. William, read your thing.
Yeah.
Read
Read
your
your thing. Read
what
your
it
thing.
was.
Like my moon and
Yeah, your
sun?
sun, your moon.
I'll read a few lines. I have a Cancer ascendant sun. Means I'm a gentle creature. I wear my feelings on my face. I'm reading the first sentence of every paragraph just because I feel like that's what they do, right? They lead you on,
Yeah.
and then you kind of trick yourself into saying, "Hey, this could be me." All right. When you were a child, you may have been labeled a sensitive, emotional, or moody one. You can have a wonderful sense of humor, and your observations are real treasures. The moon has stronger influence in your chart than Rose. What? Your first instinct when threatened or on unfamiliar ground is to protect yourself. Yeah, no, no, duh. Like, who wouldn't? Who would
Who
be like, oh
wouldn't,
yeah,
right? Like,
I'm defenseless. Since Capricorn is a sign of descendant, Cancer ascendant people are looking for structure and security in their partner and relationship. You might find function best with your partner display strength, financial and emotional stability, and know-how. Wow. I'd want my partner to be strong, financially stable, and not a nervous wreck. And know-how. And know-how. They
oh
have to have
shoot. Wait,
know-how.
hold on.
Know-how of what?
This whole time, we've had
Who
people in the
knows?
comments. So that sucks. Do you think it's important to know that there are astrology signs? Have you started the psychology? There's so many people. Oh man, we missed so many like interesting comments. Oh wow.
Wait, really?
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Where do you see these comments?
Yeah, go to our live stream. There's
We actually got people listening.
Yeah.
No way. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
There's five
To
people
your
watching
YouTube.
us right now.
No
Bro,
way.
I
That's
bet
It's a
fuck
awesome.
YouTube
for
Okay.
video.
us.
Well,
We're
sorry
thinking
guys, we
us.
never saw your comments, but somebody
Wait,
said
how do you see this live stream? Is it on YouTube?
it is on YouTube. Yeah, go to my
Can you
channel.
send the link?
Yeah, send the link.
Send the link. I'll send it in the Discord.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
apologize.
gotta.
We were just like so into this.
Congratulations, the first fans of Etc. Podcast will receive $1
Etc.
through
Podcast.
PayPal.
Hell yeah, bro. Alright, well, we're live, so. I'll
Drop the
share it.
link.
Wait.
Yo,
Podcast
where do
will
I
receive
read this,
$1
man?
through
I
PayPal.
just.
Read it, yo.
I don't know how to read it.
Oh, it's
Say
because
it.
if you join late, you can't see the past comments.
So,
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my birth calculator.
You just
Birth
scroll
chart
down.
Dude, I'm like. Planets and points in the house is down. It's just.
but yeah, so oh my god, the comments are something else, dude. What's going on here?
I don't see the comments.
Look at the last comment I read. This is why I cheated on you. Oh my god, I'm sorry. We should like hold on. Are you guys
Wait,
okay?
what?
Whoever's watching this, are you okay?
Oh man.
Oh my god, what's going
Have y'all
on?
considered a polypocket
Oh my
relationship?
god, what's going on, dude?
I'm worried.
Are we?
Who are these people?
Please, like, I
I
hope you
I'm
guys
concerned.
you guys should talk. I think it's the best
like
way
the
to
polypocket
communicate
comment.
things.
It's funny.
You should communicate.
Look, we need to invite these people onto our podcast.
We didn't
For real, man. We need to choose one of them and put them on.
I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is just. Well,
Bitch,
now, like, what we
I
should do
knew.
is, Ariel, are you gonna read yours or no?
I don't know how to read mine, bro. I'm sorry. Can somebody do it for me?
Bro,
What do
You scroll down and it says it in words.
what are you again, Ariel? You're
An Aquarius. Don't you need to put my name and all?
I'll just like
Damn.
put some.
These guys in the comments are more interesting than us. We should get them on here.
Damn, that's
Look,
crazy.
Ariel, I'll just like read
You
it
know
real quick,
them?
bro. It says that you are a rebel at heart. You you have unusual hobbies.
Hell yeah,
You
he
have a
does.
non-conformist attitude. And you are offbeat by fashion sensibilities. So that means you really care
I
about
think that's
fashion.
all false.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Damn.
Damn, that's
I think that's all
What did he
false.
say? It was offbeat?
yeah.
What does that mean?
Damn, Ariel, they call you offbeat, man.
What does that even mean, though?
Offbeat, as in like you don't really like go with the flow, man.
How dare they?
You know what?
assume
Maybe that one's true. Maybe that
How
one's true.
dare they call him offbeat?
Ariel,
But that's
okay.
the only one I
You
can.
gotta send a very angry email to
Yeah.
Alright, so I think these people are in the wrong chats. Look at this. Oh my god, what's going on, dude? I have something to confess. Daniel, I cheated on you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I don't
Do you know Daniel Smith?
I don't know who these people are. No.
It does have not have to be this
Well,
way.
I feel bad for Daniel though, cause
On your O's Demir.
somebody cheated on him, so that's definitely not good. Wait, look
Somebody-
at this. It does
Oh my
not have to
God.
be this way. We can
What
learn to love
happened?
each other. Yo, I like. Well, she did cheat on him, so I mean, I'm assuming it's a she. But
Hey, wait.
you
Did
can't
you just assume
like.
gender?
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't be doing that shit,
Oh
man.
my
Did
god,
you just
bro.
assume she?
Are you
Hold on.
serious? It could
Oh,
be
no,
a
it's a
she, a
Cancel
he, or them.
Jordany.
Sorry, guys.
And look, they asked the question. What do you guys think about relationships like polygamy? What do you guys think about polygamy? But before we get to that, we should
You know what
read.
You know what?
polypocket
Okay.
is?
To be completely honest,
One
I'm
second.
too jealous to be in a polygamous relationship. Way too jealous. Like I couldn't do it. I don't know how people can. Ariel, what if your girlfriend said that she wanted to be in a polygamous relationship?
what?
A polygamous relationship.
I would not allow
What's
that.
that? Huh?
I said I would not allow that. I would not like that.
You would not allow that?
No.
You guys,
Why?
But what if your relationship was on the line? Would you compromise?
No.
you still wouldn't compromise.
That's not right. I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work.
Really?
But that's more. Think about it. Would a polygamous family be more financially stable?
Yes.
It would,
Yes. Yes.
I guess. If everybody works.
You know what they say, man? Sigma mind together.
But you know, like it's there's different like types of polygamy. There's like having a bunch of wives, and there's like having a wife, and then having like a work wife, or like
Whoa,
people
a work wife.
like random people that you just go out with that give you something that one of your other partners don't give you. You know, like what if your main partner is like really like good at talking and like you can talk to them forever, but they're really bad at sex. And then you have another partner that's really good at sex, but they're really bad at talking. So that's like how people base who they're with. I know some people. I watched like a whole video on polygamy. I can't do it though.
Yeah, I
Could
don't. I
never.
don't think polygamy supports a strong character, because when you
Mhm.
move from people to people like that, people become assets. And I don't think that's the right way.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the
That's
right way to
actually
look at
true.
people.
Yeah, I know. I
There's
don't
got to
know.
be a loser. This has to be a loser in a
I
polygamous
agree.
relationship.
Yeah,
I like the way that you put that, Jordany. People become
you
assets.
don't want people to become assets, because then they have no meaning to you.
Yeah.
Hey, there's different types of people in this world, man. Astrology, and maybe they're Virgo.
Wait, what?
And maybe this astrology thing pans out.
Yeah.
Well, I
Ariel, what the hell?
Ariel, please.
Yo,
Sorry.
I have a question. So, do you guys want to like go through maybe like one of your relationships or something, and then like look at the signs and maybe see like why it's working out, why it didn't work out, or something like that? Like the
Sure,
Oh,
we can
character.
start with mine.
Yes.
Sure,
wanna
let's
do
do it with
yours?
Ariel. Let's do it with
Hey,
Ariel.
let's do mine. I already know. I'm pretty sure it says we're incompatible. But we're still here.
Oh my god.
Like it's like heavily incompatible.
Really, bro, really. Uh,
That's
hold on.
interesting.
I'll share something really quick.
Hey, but I don't believe in astrology.
Now, you guys think this website is really bad, but I'm still sure it. So,
Beat the odds. I'm a rebel inside, right?
you
This
guys
is show on
try to watch my stream on Discord. The one that is on Discord. Can you guys see my
Do I actually have to press on it?
Can you see that thing?
I can barely see it. Hold on.
You can barely see it.
How do I make it bigger? It's
Yeah, you can
blind,
see it.
bro. Alright, let me make this bigger. Okay, that's
I'm a
better. I
Leo.
should.
Okay, so
I'm a Leo, and my girlfriend is a Leo, and it says that we're a perfect match in every single astrological belief or whatever, like the Chinese one, like and like the Mayan one, and like in every single one, it says that we're perfect for each other. So,
really,
Hey, wait. What about mine?
wait.
oh, yours, I don't know.
Before we do this,
No, we were gonna check mine.
okay, let's do Genaro first. Leo. Joined to get in a love match, you draw a great deal of attention.
It says that we could butt heads sometimes because we're very passionate, but
Let's look at hmm. Manifesting desires.
Oh look, it says a Leo combination roars with energy.
Natural born
yeah, we're
leader.
just like so cool like that.
Alright, let's move on to Ariel.
Okay, Ariel. So what are you again? You're
Yeah,
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Oof.
Nice. So
Yeah, I'm at the bottom. I'm the water, bro.
and then what is Sonia? What is Sonia?
Virgo.
Virgo.
Okay. Uh,
Virgo.
Virgo. Right next to the Leo. Yeah.
well, let's look at this. The best or worst in each other. Oh my God, this is not sounding good.
Well, you see that? I think I beat that's not.
Think so, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are either like awesome or suck. There's
Look at
no in
this.
between.
She has a theory.
Theory-oriented approach to life.
Look. It says that you, Ariel, know nothing of the scientific world. That's not good.
Hey, something.
So it says for you to thrive, you have to learn from each other because you're so different.
That's fair.
Hmm. Really?
What?
Wait,
What's that
wait.
most
I
likely
want
to?
to see the planets one. What did I say?
Virgo is an
Moves
earth
through
sign.
life seeking
Earth,
pure
earth
spiritual
sign.
enlightenment. How
You
and
know
why?
what?
You know what? I feel like that's trying true. Aquarius should be focused on
Elements.
tackle tickles.
Yeah, I thought we just looked this up.
Aquarius can be unreasonable. That is true.
Alright, so I
You
guess
believe that that's true, Ariel, from your
What?
experience?
From your
What is
experience
it?
of being yourself, do you think you're unreasonable?
No.
Uh,
He's a Virgo. His girlfriend is Aquarius.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh, you're a
Right?
Virgo, right? Right, Ariel?
no, his girlfriend is a Virgo.
no.
Why do you look
Thanks.
so confused?
Thanks. You look like a.
No, it's
You look
just
like
why are
a.
you
You look like
saying
a
that? Because
boomer.
you know that's not.
Are you a Virgo or an Aquarius,
I'm
Ariel?
the Aquarius.
Oh, you're an Aquarius. I thought that you were a Virgo. Sorry.
I wasn't born in August, bro.
I thought that you said that you were the Virgo. I'm sorry.
Look at this. Do you see the comments? Look at this guy. I think a girl. She said, "I'm not into astrology, but I think my zodiac sign is a virgin."
Wait,
Oh god.
no, bro.
Yo, this
Sorry.
who's on your? You don't know these people on
I don't
your?
know
Oh,
who these
this
people
damn
are,
here.
but they seem really fun. So okay, so
Joseph
what about you,
Rivas.
William? What about you, man?
I'm a Capricorn.
But what about
Currently
the people that
single
you've
though.
dated?
Uh, hold on. Let me see. Try Pisces.
Ooh, oh my god, that's
Here we go.
opposites attracting. Oh, this is never a good thing. Like it seems like every time two opposite signs try to like go together, it's just look at that. Capricorn is down to earth, uh, more emotional and dreamy.
I'm not emotional or dreamy, but I am down to earth. I am
It
down
says
to
here that you're
earth.
stubborn, dude.
I'm not stubborn, yo.
That right there. I think maybe you are stubborn.
I'm stubborn to the fact that I'm stubborn. I'm not stubborn,
Uh-huh.
and I will continue to be stubborn just to prove that I'm not stubborn.
Huh.
Authority and responsibility.
Look at that.
Saturday.
PC's views of dreams and
Have you
beliefs.
noticed that all of them work so far?
Yeah, all of them have
Yeah,
worked.
because they wanna be like, oh, you guys are great together. They don't want to be like, you guys suck together. Like,
That's the point. It's all a. It
Well,
leads you on. It's a bunch of general statements. It's
yeah,
what you want to hear,
yeah,
but
basically.
it makes you feel good because it reassures you.
But there is
Right.
some truth sometimes, you know.
There
yeah.
is.
Actually, so I'm gonna do one of mine. So like, I'm a Gemini, right? And like people like to shit on Geminis because like like I don't know, people just don't like Geminis, I guess. Um, and like I feel like
Because
the
you're
most
ugly.
what,
Hey, yo, do Capricorn, Jordany.
bro? What? No, bro.
Me and you, homie.
Hey, yo. Nah, man, not like that, not like that. I'm good, bro. I'm good. But I think the most success I've had is with the Taurus. But I'm usually always attracted to cancers. I don't know why. I'm always attracted
Oh
to a
yes,
cancer.
crab.
Every
The
time, every
crab.
time
I love crabs, bro.
I just I don't know. Every girl I've liked that is like deeper than like superficial. It just it's always a cancer. But I've had the most success with Taurus. So what do you guys want to do? Taurus or Cancer?
Let's do Taurus.
Capricorn.
All right, sure. All right, so
People in the comments, do you want to see Capricorn and Gemini?
The
no,
love
bro,
affair.
don't say
Bro,
that.
they don't give a fuck.
Chill,
Let us
They're
bro.
know.
like
Oh my
they
god.
have like a whole love triangle going on right now. They're figuring everything out.
What? No, chill. So, pretty much what it says here. Pretty
I
describes it.
love
Like,
I'm actually
take
a
time to learn
Cancer.
the
I only have
dynamics. It's
a
like.
long time to live. Oh my god, own your Ostemi, yo.
Yeah.
Somebody's having a
So, pretty
crisis.
much what I've read
Oh,
about this is that
It's terminal.
like it doesn't really work. Doesn't really work.
That's not
Really?
funny.
Doesn't work?
Yeah, Gemini's and Taurus are like you. It's like the type of relationship that you'd be kind of like, "Oh, you guys are really dating, huh?" Like you wouldn't like expect it. And yeah, it is like that. Um, yeah, like Gemini might see Taurus a bit dull, like kind of boring. Yeah, lacking substance. Well, that's.
You don't like substance. Stay quite thick with substance.
yeah.
You
Nah,
think
bro.
you think Tauruses are dull, Jordany?
I think they can be dull. They
Can
can
be
definitely
dull.
be lacking. Yeah, I think two of the Tauruses that I've liked, they have been lacking. So,
Two. How do you know
I
everybody's?
chill, bro. Hey, Ariel, come on, relax.
You just judged 1/12 of the
Listen,
Hey
population.
man,
but
I'm concerned
overall,
about that.
this is not really
You judge a 12th of people on Earth.
this is not really like But we could go to Cancer and I can show you like I don't know why. Um, like I think Cancers and Geminis make better combination than Taurus and Geminis
Oh shit.
because it's like after, so it's usually somewhat more
Oh, look,
closer.
in love and sex.
Um,
Ooh.
so what I've heard, yeah, it's that like they have the best sex together, like out of the whole like sign thingy, the whole like all the signs they have the best sex together, Geminis and Cancers. Also, they have like this sense of humor that is just like so. It's interesting. It's kind of like only they understand it, and they're both thinkers and intellectuals. They're both like conversationalists, so they can like look at something and start a conversation that might seem irrelevant to anyone else. So, in that sense, it's because they're able to communicate. Look at that, able to, a lot of communication because they're able to communicate is why they work. While a Taurus might seem kind of boring to a Gemini, and in that sense, it might be the end of a relationship. But yeah, that's pretty much why I've been up to. So that's me.
Well,
Yeah. So we went through all of that. So how you guys feel?
I don't like astrology.
You what? You don't like astrology?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Why? Because it says that you and your girlfriend suck. As
It didn't say it sucked. Yes.
I mean, no, but like it might say something, but it's definitely not the truth. It's just what it says, you know.
it's
Can't
like when
believe
it's
it.
like the lottery. I
It's like
feel
the
like if you
lottery,
get a
yeah.
ticket, you're like, oh, I paid $1, but I got two. I feel so happy. I'm gonna do it again. It's like, oh, I read my horoscope and it kind of matched, kind of didn't, but I'll read it tomorrow.
these people who write like all this, they're like masters in psychology, understanding like how to get people to think it's real.
For
Exactly.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Sir, what is that you have back there?
What is what? What are you talking
What
about?
is that little thing you have all the way at the end?
Looks like a penguin.
Yeah, like you
That is
sleep
not a penguin.
sleep
You
with
guys
that?
talking about Ben?
Yeah, Ben.
His name's Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
Sonya gave you to him.
Benny.
Gave it him to you.
Yes, she did get it.
Oh really? Fire.
There.
Do you like him?
There you
Boy,
go.
he's really soft, bro. Sometimes
Hmm.
use him as a pillow.
Well man, so yeah, that's what we talked
Hey, we
about.
still got 10 minutes, I think.
I mean, think about it. We talked about we talked about
Mostly
love.
astrology. We ain't allowed going into astrology.
Talked about love.
A lot of
What do you think it means?
relationship stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, whatever. We're what's it called? Matchmakers. We're experts.
Oh
sure,
yeah. Oh yeah. Sure.
for sure,
We're
dude,
up
for
and
sure.
coming.
Except for you, Ariel, because
Tinder
apparently
competition.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
dude, Ariel, I don't know what you are, man.
What are you talking about, man?
Just a mix of many things.
I'm just a mix. What
you're
are you
just
saying?
experienced.
Just an experience.
Your Ariel is an experience. He's not a zodiac sign. But yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess we hit all our main points. Does that conclude this episode of the Etc. podcast?
Yeah, that was kind of all over the place. I like how Jordany would segue into a topic that made no sense to segue into the way they did.
But it was good though. You saw that? Like
It's really
you
good.
brought the segue because like you were like, oh well, opposites attract, and I was like, oh, zodiac sign. So like.
Yeah, I like that. This little bit of tennis you guys play. Idea tennis.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yes, tennis.
for sure.
Yo,
Sure.
William, you trying to play tennis
We
tomorrow?
could wrap it up real quick and then.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey, where's the gabagool, man?
What? Oh my god, bro.
Ready?
Are you serious?
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll call it
Alright, so what are
an
we
episode.
we should like what are we doing the next episode and what could it be on? Like
Leave it down in the comments.
yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how about we leave it
Screw
to
the
the
comments. Who
people,
cares
bro?
what they think?
Give us some suggestions as to what you think we should focus the next episode on.
It's coming out next year.
Religion,
Next year.
dark
You know what's
magic.
so funny? You know what's so funny? As soon as Jordany asked that, I heard the loudest cricket outside.
Ouch.
I don't think they like you very much.
Crazy.
I
I
mean,
think that means something.
assuming somebody cheated on the other, I don't think these are people I should base my liking off of. You know, but I don't want to throw bullets.
Hold
Yeah,
on, man. We're here to
they
throw
are
bullets
throwing bullets.
I don't
in
want
every
to throw
direction.
bullets. You know what I mean?
It's time to do that.
Well, we'll figure this out some other time. And those who are
Yeah,
watching,
I
thank you
think
for.
someone called me Paul Blart.
Damn, bro.
What did
I
they
love
say?
that guy.
It's actually, I think it's a
Paul
girl. I think it's a girl.
Who is Onir Ozdemir?
No idea, but she seems really cool.
Yeah, I like Onir.
But
Can we talk about Lady Gaga?
to these people watching, I
You
want
know
to say,
what?
Lady
Actually,
Gaga.
That's
Man, what
it
happened to Lady
wouldn't be a
Gaga?
bad idea to talk about Lady Gaga's performance of the national anthem at the inauguration, because
you want me to
that
talk about
was
it? But that takes 5 seconds. It was ass. That's it. That's it.
It was
Yeah.
It
ass.
was horrible.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be honest, I never watched it.
I don't like it.
it was good.
No, I don't like it.
never watched
I do wish that her music style could return to early 2000s, but now that she's been an actress and it's kind of like past that age, you know, we can't go back.
How about another topic? Talk about is the music industry these days, bro. The music that's be coming out be shit sometimes, bro.
Four
No,
chords.
a lot of really good music has been coming out lately.
Hey, Genaro, he knows a lot about the music science.
Well, that's music theory. I'm talking about music
Yeah, but
industry.
it's
I mean, but
part of it.
there's a lot of music theory as to like, why some songs are popular and some songs aren't.
TikTok, man.
Some are more catchy than
What the
others,
TikTok
but
songs have?
they're
You
catchier,
could
but
dance
they
to them.
don't last long. Have that like
It's
Hey.
kind of like with the whole thing with astrology. The people who write all those like paragraphs are masters at human like behavior and like
yeah.
gullibility or whatever. And it's the same thing for people who write music. People who write music, especially music that's popular, are masters at knowing what their fan base likes, what people like to hear.
That goes for anything, doesn't it? Goes for the news as well. Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It could go with anything. Well, we're being brainwashed. Is essentially what's happening. We're becoming
No,
stupider and
jokes on
stupider.
you,
While
man.
others
I watch
become
all the
richer
news
and richer.
sources. That way I know what I'm gonna get. You watch,
Exactly.
you watch Fox
Have-
News. You watch Fox
Wait.
News, so it's gonna be something kind of different. You watch CNN. It's just the same thing flipped.
It's
you know?
black. It's like it's
How
two,
about
it's two opposites. Yin yang.
I got another
Yeah.
topic suggestion.
Alright,
How
sure.
about like when will humans be capped out?
Capped
In
out
terms of
what
like
that means.
technological advance. When will be the cap? What will happen when that cap happens? Are we at that cap rate?
I definitely feel like it's going to be a breakthrough with consciousness.
Doesn't that go with
And
like
we're gonna-
Neuralink? What Elon Musk tried to do? Neuralink. That's kind of like a modern thing that's related to that. But
Oh yeah, the monkey video, right? There was that
yeah,
monkey
yeah, yeah,
video
yeah,
of a
that,
monkey
yeah,
playing a game.
yeah.
I remember that.
Um,
It's future Curious
who
George
knows?
is coming to town.
I mean, look at that. People like don't want to get the vaccine because they think there's a chip in the vaccine. So pretty much.
Shit.
Like I'm not gonna talk about how
Being tracked by
irrational
the
that is,
government at the very second.
but it's pretty
But
true.
that's
Some
like
people,
nanotechnology. Wouldn't that be if there was that in vaccines? Don't you think we'd be a lot healthier in general?
that's what I'm saying. Like who don't let your body take care of itself. Let a machine take care of it. So we got people on life
I
support.
think that everyone in the comments hates you three and loves me because I said that Lady Gaga's performance was great, and you guys
I
said
didn't say anything about Lady Gaga's thing.
I just said that
okay.
I
They
wish
hate
she would
you
do
because you're
early 2000s
ignorant,
music again.
Because of my what?
because you're oblivious.
Oh, okay.
Why'd
Hate
you
me
do
all you
that?
want. I just don't
Why'd
like
you
Lady
shoot him
Gaga.
down like that? Man,
Ariel,
someone's really
Huh?
I'll
quiet.
murder you. I
No.
can't say that.
I think it's Ariel.
Please.
Ariel's
Ariel's a
definitely
menace.
knows.
What were you saying about Lady Gaga again?
That I don't like her.
You don't
Yeah.
like her?
Yeah, I just don't like her music. I guess. So I don't know. She's probably like a really cool lady, but I don't like her music.
A really good lady, not
She's a
that good of
pretty
a
cool
Gaga.
lady.
Yeah, like you gotta like separate the artist from the art. Probably like a really cool person. Just don't like her music.
What kind of music do you like?
I think I like kind of like
We gotta save this for the next one. I
yeah,
gotta go.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
you're right.
everybody,
We're
thanks for
done.
watching. We appreciate you being here. It's just kind of like the beginning of it all, and yeah, I hope you stay with us here. It's gonna be a fun ride. Hopefully we can like keep it going and not just like stop posting because that's gonna be kind of weird, right? We just disappear all of a sudden and then like, oh well, where are they now? The etc. podcast.
We're gonna
So
have to have a day. Monday?
Monday, I mean, we could do any day. It's just
I can't
it's
wait for
gotta
any
happen,
day.
you know.
What's her name?
So
You can't do
Etc.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today was an exception because I didn't even know that it was gonna be this long. But can't do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I can do Mondays and Tuesdays.
Saturday.
we could do it any day. We'll figure that out. But
We'll figure out the schedule when we're posted.
Yeah.
yeah. But once again though, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.
Good night.
All right, let's